sports and sports betting. And he is our numbers guy, and he makes numbers for sports books all over the world. So, Raphael Esparza, welcome back to The Last Word. How are you this evening, sir?
I am doing well. Got to take a break from doing Super Bowl prop bets and Royal Rumble prop bets to join the show, so it's been fun.
I'm glad that you could take the time to spend it with little old us. All right, so here's what we want to do, because you actually make these odds. And you know what's crazy, Tommy and Gabby, is that when we were trying to decide who was going to be on the list to face John Cena at WrestleMania, I actually was plus 3,500. And how many tickets did you write for that, Raphael, on me?
I think it was a little over 25. I need to check to make sure what's the number on that one. 25 bets came in on the coach.
In a related story, a bunch of people just lit cash on fire. We just don't even know how that happened. They just lit their cash on fire, betting on me to be Cena's last opponent at WrestleMania. What are we doing, everybody? Let me just say this right now. Don't bet on me on anything. On anything. All right, Raphael. Gabby is chomping at the bit. She's been talking about it all freaking day. This is her favorite thing in the whole world. All right, let's start with the men. Who are you picking? What's your best bet for the men's Royal Rumble match winner?
I'm going to pick the one who's never won one. CM Punk at plus 240. It was the opening number. Now so much action came in on him today. Minus 150 now since I spoke to you this morning. A lot of heavy action coming in on him. A lot of heavy action on Seth Rollins, who was plus money. Now Seth Rollins is now minus $2 to win the Royal Rumble. So we're getting some really heavy action on probably the top three, Cena, Rollins, and Punk. Not that much action on Roman Reigns. He's now plus 150. He was the small favorite. Now not that much action. We'll probably have to put him up to 2-1 to try to get some action on that one. But I'm going CM Punk. He's never won one. I think he wins one. I would like to see Drew McIntyre. What a great number. 38-1. To get that one. Steal that right now. Jump on that one. Maybe Jey Uso, who I think the crowd loves. That'd be a kind of fun one to get. But I'm looking at CM Punk at plus 240.
All right. Christian thinks it's going to be John Cena. So just so you know, Gabby, when he says minus $2, that means minus 200, and it's 2-1. So if you want to win $100, you got to bet $200. Mm-hmm. All right, Gabby, what do you make of Raphael's best bet for CM Punk to win this year's Royal Rumble?
So I'm going to be honest. I like his choice because originally I was all about, I think it's going to be Cena. I think it's going to be Cena. After tonight, I'm flip-flopping, and I'm putting my vote for CM Punk.
So you're a flip-flopper.
It's not flip-flopping. I'm being honest. I could have just said, oh, yeah, I want to CM Punk this whole time. I'm an honest person.
Don't get hot. Do not get hot. I feel like you're getting defensive.
I feel like I can if I want to.
That's true. That's true.
You've been sassy all night. I don't know if you're coming for me or not. I don't know. I'm protecting myself. But I really was. I was like, I think it's going to be Cena. You know, it would be great if it was Cena. And honestly, I would like it if it was Cena. But after what we're seeing tonight, I would much rather see, it makes more sense, storyline, emotion, everything. I would rather see Cody Punk than I would rather see Cody Cena.
Okay. I think part of the reason it's going to be so heavily bet is we normally don't see this many big stars in the Royal Rumble match. You'll have, the Hornswoggles or the coaches, and then you have like 7 or 8 dudes. This year, like every heavy hitter, it seems like, in it, including tonight with Roman Reigns. Big Tommy, Gabby agrees with Raphael. What about you?
After seeing that promo tonight, I'm agreeing because I initially thought Roman Reigns, after getting the Ula Fala, was going to win the Royal Rumble and face Cody Rhodes, and I had a whole storyline behind it, but I'm not going to get into that. But after CM Punk and Rhodes tonight, and you build on that, I would love to see that storyline really build and go forward. So I'm with CM Punk with Rafi and Gabby.
I love how you like to say Umafala. I don't even know. I'd ask you to spell it, but we know you can't do that, Tommy. No. All right, guys. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you guys. Okay. Yay. I am. What was the number, Raphael, on Jey Uso?
He opened up at 35-1. Some books had 40-1. Right now, live number is 20-1.
I'm gonna go right here live on The Last Word. Producer man, bookmark this. I'm predicting Jey Uso. Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble match and kicks off one of the 2 nights of WrestleMania with his entrance against whatever world champion. God willing, it's not Gunther. My pick will be Jey Uso at 20-1. All right, let's go to the women's side. A lot of intrigue here. And for some reason tonight, Bayley was at it again. But who's your pick, Raphael, for the women's Royal Rumble match winner?
This one's a close one because we've had so many people I think they're going to come into this one. Maybe we see a former twin come into this one, but I think it's going to be Becky Lynch. I think she wins it. Everyone's going to think Charlotte is going to come back and win it. Charlotte doesn't need to come back and win Royal Rumble. She's Charlotte Flair. She doesn't need to win a Royal Rumble. I think Becky Lynch comes in at plus 240. I think she won in 2019. She wins in 2025.
Raphael, you were Gabby is losing her mind right now.
I saw that. I felt that anger in her.
Don't get her started. Gabby, what are you thinking right now?
Makes no sense. Charlotte doesn't need to win. Okay, does Becky need to win a Rumble? No. What does that even mean? If you're saying it for one, then you're saying it for the other. Becky doesn't need to win the Rumble either. What are you talking about?
Becky's last name's not Flair. Charlotte Flair. It's not Becky Flair. It's Charlotte Flair.
What does that have to do with anything? You know what is needed the most right now for Rhea Ripley? Is a heel, a massive heel. Charlotte Flair needs to come back. She's winning the Rumble, and I want to see her face Rhea Ripley. That's needed more than anything in the world right now, and I need Charlotte to come back and do it. Becky does not need to be in a title run right now. She's been doing it. I've been seeing it a lot. It's all over the place. It's been proven that she doesn't need to be in a title run to do anything. I need Charlotte Flair to come in. She's the GOAT. She's the greatest women's wrestler of all time, in my opinion. Come back in. Let's see what Rhea's been doing. She's a massive babyface. You need Charlotte to come back. And I agree with you on the Bellas. Nikki's definitely showing up. That's for sure. I'm already putting that out there.
I think Charlotte battles Tiffy time when she comes back. That's why. And why would you want to lay minus $2 on Charlotte Flair? There's no proper way to buy minus $2. Give me the plus money of Becky Lynch to have a better window because I think Tiffy time and Charlotte goes back and forth.
I disagree completely. I actually think Lyra and Becky are going to have more of a story to tell than you're going to see with Becky and Rhea. We've already like, what do you? I can't. I'm actually at a loss for words because that actually made me so mad that you're like, oh, Charlotte doesn't need it. Why does Becky need it? I thought you were going to throw in like a different name.
Coach and Tommy off. Me and Gab going to take this off.
I know we don't need to be here. This is very entertaining. Please continue, Gabby. I like when you get pissed at Raphael. It's very entertaining for me.
Like that's his reasoning for Charlotte Flair not to win the Rumble. She doesn't need it. But you're gonna like you can say what you want about Becky, but Becky doesn't need it either because her last name's not Flair. That's the excuse for it. I'm telling you right now, Charlotte Flair is needed back badly. So is Becky. We're going to see Jordynne Grace most likely in the Rumble, which also pissed me off because that leak that she already signed. I want to just see her show up and then talk about it. And I told you this. Let her get the pop that she's going to get. Make it a little bit of a surprise that she's showing up, Jordynne Grace, and then throw her into the mix. I can't stand when they do these little things beforehand. But that's besides the point. I would much rather see Charlotte get it than Becky. Literally, I think Becky is the last person that needs it. By far the last person that needs it. Charlotte's coming back from it off a huge injury that wasn't supposed to happen. Becky has been taking the time, and she's been in a million different storylines. Charlotte needs it way more than Becky does.
And who took the spotlight when Charlotte was aware? Another blonde that looks kind of like Charlotte, but not built like her. That's why the going 1-1, Tiffy time and Charlotte makes better sense than Charlotte and Rhea Ripley.
Well, then Charlotte's going to have to win the Rumble anyway, so your point doesn't make any sense. I just rather see her with Rhea. If you want to see her with Tiffy, then she's got to win the title, don't you think? She's got to win the Rumble.
Man, mark that down. Becky Lynch wins, Charlotte doesn't.
All right. I hate to give Gabby credit, but in the last 2 minutes, our live number has jumped about 300 people. I kid you not. That was incredibly entertaining. That's exactly why we do betting the turnbuckle. We shouldn't all agree at all. But Raphael, there was no way I was stepping in the middle of that freight train known as Gabby AF right there. There was no way. That was all you, big boy. That was all you.
It's unbelievable. All right. It's unbelievable. It's not even disagreeing. There's right and there's wrong. And I have to stand up for what's right.
Oh, my God. You're amazing. All right. Got one more topic. $2. We got about 3 minutes left in this segment. So you can actually bet, Raphael, on when the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble will come into the match. And I believe the number is 17.5, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so which way are you going?
I'm going to be taking the plus money. I'm taking the under 17.5. 4 of the last 6 Royal Rumble men's winners have been under 17.5. I don't think we're going to see a lot. There's going to be a lot of stars in this men's. I think that's why it's going to unders. And we're not going to see, you've already mentioned that we're not going to see the celebrities that we've seen in the past. It's going to be a star-packed Royal Rumble. So I'm taking under 17.5 entry number to win the men's Royal. Give me a plus 150.
All right. Tommy, give me 30 seconds. Do you think we're going to have to see one of those legendary come in at 1 and last for an hour or no?
No, it's going to be over, Coach. I think the big guys are going to come in later in the match, and I don't think it's going to be 17.5. That's for sure. I think, like we said, it's a star-packed Royal Rumble. We've never seen it this fast go with every top superstar going to be in the Rumble. So I don't think it's going to be 17.5 at all.
So you think it's going to be over?
Yes.
You think it'll be 18 or higher? Wow,
Yes.
Raphael, nobody
Yes.
has your back tonight.
Yes.
Gabby, I'm scared to even come back to you. What do you make of the under 17.5, which means that the winner would have to come in either 1 to 17, not over 17?
So Raphael, you said under. You think it's under?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's over because I don't trust anything he says anymore. So I'm going.
Cody
to go
Rhodes
with
is
over.
the last two. Cody Rhodes is the last one to win on a 30 mark. He won it back to back on 30, 17, and then back to back 30 between Cody and Brock Lesnar. Unless Lesnar comes in deep and around them, that's probably voided. But
Can you imagine if Brock Lesnar comes back at the Royal Rumble?
I would love it.
Oh my! If his
All
music
that
hits,
star power? With all that star power?
oh my gosh! With all of those guys in it, including Roman Reigns, and Brock comes back, oh my gosh!
And if Braun is in there,
golly, I'm really excited.
Men. I love when all the meaty men bat each other. That's my favorite part.
Is all the meaty men?
Yes.
Why doesn't that shock me?
It's way more entertaining, meaty men kicking the shit out of each other.
That should be a BTT shirt, meaty men.
If anybody that's watching right now wondered why I handpicked Gabby to be on this show, I think the last 10 minutes has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt